Hello, hello, and welcome back to Happy Time, Happy Money podcast. And today we have Annie
Briere.
Briere. I was like, do I get this right or not? I forgot to ask you how to
Ah,
pronounce your name perfectly. All right, Annie Briere. Annie is
that's
the
funny.
online business coach and mentor. She has a proven track record of helping new service-based business owners grow their businesses in the fastest way possible by introducing simple online marketing strategies on how to best leverage their time and money. She works one-on-one with women to help them turn their current skills into dollar bills and support them to smoothly shifting from employee to paid entrepreneur. Hi and welcome, Annie.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
I'm so happy to have you, and I'm happy to learn your last name. How to pronounce? That's why I changed my last name because it's super hard to pronounce, and you don't want to even know it. Perfect. Well, tell us everything about you. Like, what got you into coaching? What inspired you to do what you're doing right now?
Yeah, absolutely, with pleasure. Well, again, you said I'm Annie. I live in Tennessee with my husband David and my son Alaric, but I'm a proud Canadian, so I've been in the state for 7 years. What brought me to the state is a business venture, which was a brick and mortar. That didn't go well at all. I mean, it was a great learning experience and all, but overall, we got to sell the business and where it was in the restoration, and it didn't really worked out. So to recover from this failed business venture, I started freelancing, and realized that, well, there was a lot of money in freelancing, and it was actually like what started as something I had to do became like this big revelation. Like, oh, okay, so this is a thing. This is just not something that I have to do as a side to bring additional income. This could really be like a way of life. So this is what brought me into freelancing. And after that experience, I didn't want it to go back to corporate like ever again. Like this was a miserable time for me. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate with that, like the structure, the politics, the commutes, the endless meeting, I don't know, the begging for 1 to 2% salary raise, all those stuff. So this was not something I was willing to go back. So I really decided to focus on freelancing, get as much experience in it. And then when the pandemic hit, well, guess what? A lot of people, friends, acquaintances came to me for business advice, how to get started as either coach, consultant, done for you, freelancer, all those type of thing. And I was like, wow, I really like this. I really like making that type of impact, like helping people get set up, get their first clients, like show them like how to make the most of their time, their money and stuff like that. So that's really how I transitioned naturally into coaching. And after like a year and a half in, I'm not looking back. Like this has just been an amazing journey.
Oh, I love that. I mean, it's always amazing to see how people just change their life because
Mm,
transitioning from employee to entrepreneur and paid entrepreneur, it's huge.
mm.
And there's
It
so much
is.
you get to change in your lifestyle, not even just a lifestyle, but in your mindset.
Mm.
I wanted to ask like what you had to change to about yourself to become successful in being entrepreneur.
Oh, that's a really good question. Well, as you can imagine, a lot of things. But it's funny how, like, when you start as an entrepreneur, all your stuff come up. Everything that you didn't think was wrong in your mind, like they all start to come up. So was a lot of things to address. But the most important thing for me was to realize that it was not about myself anymore. Like if I wanted this to be a success, it has to be about like what's the impact that I can have, right? Shifting to, well, if I'm hiding in a cave, who am I going to help, right? So to be able to just be out there, show up, even if it's a little bit scary, even if I might think, oh, what am I even a coach? Like, what are going to think? Blah blah blah. All those like internal discussions stop. So shifting from like focusing on myself and how scared I was to focusing on the impact that I could make was really like the game changer for me.
I love it. Yeah, you get to really get outside of yourself to become, I guess, successful in anything, being an entrepreneur.
Yeah, you have to, right? Because it's not you anymore. Like it's about the other. It's about their transformation and how I can guide them through this. But it's not me. So yeah, so that's really seeing it that way.
I love that perspective. I love it. You get to focus out because all business is
Mhm.
about is to solving problems, right? And to start making money,
Correct.
you get to start
Mm.
focusing out, not in, and constantly shift yourself. So, what will be the one advice that you will give to listeners who just want to start and like have no idea
Mm.
where to even start?
Okay, yeah. So where to even start? So that's what I tell my clients or any like women that I talk to while they're in the process of thinking about this. First thing is think about your skills that you currently have that you can monetize. So I don't want them to reinvent the wheels, thinking that they have to get new certification, be better at something, be more specialized. Like you already have like those years in corporate. You went to school, you're maybe parenting children. Like you build along your life so much skills and strength and abilities, like just turn the focus on that and see what can be turned into money, right? And really dive into this. So this is my first, because some people think they need this genius business idea, right? They need to be the next Amazon or the next Facebook or whatever. So this is not true. Like you will get stuck there. So just turn inwards. What's your skills? What are your skills you can monetize right now? And let's get started.
I love it. And the last question that I
Mm,
ask everyone on this podcast is that filling the blank for me. If you really knew
mm.
me, you will know that I am blank.
You would know that I'm so passionate about this. I'm so passionate about transforming lives and and yeah, just seeing women like just flourish, like from being miserable to being impactful. So yeah, I'm so passionate about it.
Love it. And if if you're listening or if you're watching, you definitely will see the passion. But if you're listening, you will hear the passion of that coming up for you, Annie. I know
Oh,
you have a beautiful gift for us, for our audience today. What is it? And tell us more about it.
yeah, absolutely. So everyone's listening can download a free guide, which is how to find your perfect business idea. It's an easy four-step method, and it will take you no longer than 15 minutes to do it. So go dive in. It's life-changing.
Thank you. And we absolutely will link all the links that mentioned, and also to find any on her social media and the website, we will link in the show notes of the episode. And you can find a link of the episode just right down below in the show notes. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your wisdom. And thank you
So
so much for watching or
welcome.
listening to this episode. And I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.